affordable housing. That is very clear. In which case, the focus is on the bottom of the pyramid of the population. Secondly, and this is where I also bring the idea that has been mentioned earlier, those housing units should be locally adapted. And when I say locally adapted, it starts from the material that we use. In which case, how much of locally available materials can we adapt to fit into delivery of affordable housing? Thirdly, those houses must be smart. Smart in the sense, for example, that the designs can be such that allows maximum inflow of sunlight, that will therefore reduce the energy need in those houses. Because we know the challenge of energy all through Africa. Number 4 is what I call sustainable. In which case, it is affordable, yes, but it must also be sustainable going forward. Now, using the model recommended by African Development Bank, it says housing finance rests on a tripod. The first leg of the tripod is investment capital. The second leg is construction capital. And then the third leg is end user finance. We've had discussions variously crossing each of these legs. But from my own perspective, interventions will include things like AFDB mentioned, guarantees. We've talked about guarantees earlier on. Also, insurance. Then, of course, subsidies, etc. Now, these are the drivers that will enable us to deliver affordable housing. Now, coming to the issue of the intersection between GDP and the cost of housing and mortgage financing. 2 things I want to bring out to the audience. The first relates to what I described here as top 10 countries in Africa, when you consider the ratio of mortgage loans to GDP. Top 10. And they are as follows. We have Cabo Verde, and that's the number 1, top of the chart. Surprisingly, small economy, small population, but top of the log. Then follows Namibia, then South Africa, and of course we have Tunisia, we have Mauritius, we have Botswana, we have Zambia, we have Sudan, and then of course Djibouti and Seychelles. Top 10. But what you find there is that the story